The truth is, sometimes it's the small, unconscious habits we repeat every day that slowly drag us down, trapping us in a cycle of negativity without us even realizing it, until it's too late. In a world filled with distractions, pressure, and an overwhelming flood of information, finding peace and focus can feel like a luxury. But what if I told you that by simply eliminating the 12 habits below, your life could become lighter, happier, and more fulfilling? Sounds simple, right? But don't underestimate the power of small changes, because once you break free from these habits, you'll be amazed at how much your life transforms. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Have you ever felt like you're always the one compromising, always trying to keep everyone happy, only to end up exhausted, overwhelmed, and taken for granted? Constantly putting others' needs above your own doesn't earn you more respect. It only strips you of control over your own life. Over time, you lose sight of what you truly want because you're too busy living up to other people's expectations. And the harsh truth: the more you try to please everyone, the more invisible and empty you feel. It's time to start saying a strong, unapologetic no. No to unreasonable demands. No to relationships that only take without giving back. No to sacrificing yourself just to avoid disappointing others. You are not selfish for prioritizing yourself. You are simply protecting your energy, your time, and your self-worth. And when you learn to put yourself first, you won't just live a happier life. You'll create a real impact on the people who truly matter. Let's be honest. Constantly pushing aside your own needs and ignoring the signals your body and mind are sending you is the fastest path to burnout, extreme stress, and emotional breakdown. You can't keep running on an empty tank. Shelton said it perfectly. When we don't take care of ourselves, we unknowingly let others take away our joy. Self-care is not a luxury. It's a necessity that helps you maintain energy, balance your life, and be ready to support the people who matter most to you. And you know what? You don't need expensive products or complicated steps to take care of yourself. Just a few minutes a day can make a significant difference. Try taking deep breaths and practicing mindfulness. Journaling your thoughts and feelings, or reflecting on the positive moments of the day. Cook meals you genuinely enjoy. Find a physical activity that excites you, or adjust your schedule to make time for relaxation and energy renewal. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Studies show that changing a habit can take anywhere from 30 to 60 days. If you struggle at first, don't give up, adjust, keep going, and stay persistent, because the small steps you take today will create a stronger, happier version of yourself in the future. Thinking about what has already happened won't change anything. It only traps you in a cycle of self-blame, guilt, and harsh self-judgment. Holding on to negative emotions from the past prevents you from growing and embracing better opportunities ahead. If you want a lighter, more meaningful life, learn to forgive yourself. No one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. What truly matters is what you learn from them and how you use those lessons to grow. You can't change the past, but you have full control over how you choose to live in the present. Instead of clinging to old mistakes, accept them, learn from them, and move forward with a stronger mindset. The past is unchangeable, but the future is yours to create. Focus on that. The mindset of, "I'll do it tomorrow," often leads to a pileup of tasks until you're completely overwhelmed. It starts with one small thing, then another, and before you know it, a deadline is looming over you. And suddenly, you're trapped in a cycle of stress, anxiety, and loss of control. The truth is, waiting won't make things any easier. Tomorrow won't magically give you more motivation or time. If there's something that needs to be done, start now, even if it's just a small step. You don't have to finish it all at once, but taking action now will build momentum to push you forward. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Every big goal is built on small steps, and if you've been waiting for a sign to begin, this is it. Comparing yourself to others is a natural instinct, but if left unchecked, it can become a toxic cycle that makes you constantly feel not good enough, not successful enough, not happy enough. Over time, jealousy, frustration, and disappointment start creeping into your thoughts, slowly eroding your confidence and energy. Imagine this. You're driving your car, feeling perfectly fine, until your neighbor pulls up in a shiny, new car. Suddenly, your car seems unimpressive. You start comparing. And the worst part? Social media is just a carefully curated version of reality. Don't let perfectly edited photos and highlight reels of success dictate your self-worth. Life is your own journey. Focus on yourself, grow a little each day, and appreciate the small things that make you uniquely you. Have you ever looked up from your phone and realized that half the day has slipped away? At first, you just meant to check your email. Then a notification popped up, then another, and before you knew it, you were deep into social media, mindlessly scrolling through endless posts that added nothing meaningful to your life. Sound familiar? We live in a world where technology was designed to make life easier, yet in reality, it's making us more distracted, more stressed, and increasingly disconnected from the things that truly matter. You don't have to quit social media or throw your phone away, but if you don't take control of it, it will take control of you. So how do you break free from this cycle and truly live in the moment? Start by turning off unnecessary notifications. Don't let your phone decide when you should pay attention to it. Set limits on your social media usage because endless scrolling won't get you anywhere except feeling drained. Most importantly, put your phone down, look around, and truly experience the world right in front of you. Life isn't happening inside your screen. If you're always glued to it, you'll miss out on the things that actually matter. Have you ever bought something just because it was on sale or because someone on social media showed it off? We live in a world where shopping is no longer just about fulfilling needs. It has become an unconscious habit, sometimes even a way to cope with stress. But take a moment to think about it. How many things in your home do you actually need next time you're about to buy something? Ask yourself, do I really need this? Does it add long-term value to my life? If the answer is no, put it back. Prioritizing quality over quantity allows you to own durable, useful items instead of accumulating things that just sit there collecting dust. One simple yet highly effective trick is the 24-hour rule. If it's not essential, wait a day before deciding. If, after 24 hours, you still feel like you truly need it, go ahead and buy it. If not, congratulations. You just saved yourself from an unnecessary purchase. If you often find yourself tempted by online shopping, try this. Delete shopping apps from your phone to avoid mindless browsing. Unfollow influencers who make you want to buy things just because they look luxurious. Unsubscribe from promotional emails. Trust me, you don't really need to know which store is having a sale today. By making small changes to your spending habits, you'll realize how much lighter and more freeing life feels when you're not weighed down by unnecessary possessions. Imagine having a friend who constantly criticizes you, always telling you that you're not good enough, not smart enough, and that everything you do is a failure. Sounds toxic, right? But the truth is, you might be treating yourself that way every single day without even realizing it. These negative thoughts distort reality, making you focus only on what's wrong while completely overlooking the good moments in your life. There was a time when I was my own worst enemy. Every time I made a mistake, big or small, I would beat myself up relentlessly. If a project didn't turn out as expected, I'd think, I'm so incompetent. If I forgot to do something important, the thought, how could I be so stupid, would replay in my mind over and over. I didn't realize that these words were slowly eroding my confidence. They made me afraid to take on new challenges, terrified of failure to the point where I didn't even want to try. I started doubting my abilities in everything, from work to personal relationships. Then it hit me. If someone else treated me the way I treated myself, I would have cut them out of my life a long time ago. So why was I allowing myself to endure that kind of treatment? That was the moment I decided to change the way I spoke to myself. Every time I made a mistake, I reminded myself, it's okay, I'll learn from this. When facing a challenge, I told myself, I've overcome harder things before. I can do this. I'm not perfect at this, and I still have moments where old habits creep back in. But just shifting the way I talk to myself has made life so much lighter. Instead of being my own worst critic, I've learned to be my own best friend. And trust me, when you change the way you talk to yourself, the world around you starts to change too. Not everyone deserves your time and energy. Those who constantly complain, criticize, and drag you down, maybe it's time to reevaluate their role in your life. So how do you simplify your relationships and keep only the meaningful connections? Identify the people who truly add value, motivation, and support to your life. These are the ones who make you feel heard, respected, and inspired to become the best version of yourself. Learn to set boundaries. You don't have to cut people off completely, but you also shouldn't allow negative individuals to have too much influence over your emotions and mental well-being. And most importantly, stop trying to please everyone. Not everyone is worth your effort, and not everyone genuinely cares about you the way you might hope. Surround yourself with those who inspire you, bring positivity into your life, and truly care about you. You have the power to choose who gets to be part of your life. Choose wisely. Choose those who are truly worth it. Life is busy. Work piles up. Family responsibilities demand attention. Who has time to exercise, right? For many people, the idea of maintaining a consistent workout routine seems nearly impossible. But don't confuse not having time for intense workouts with living a sedentary lifestyle. You don't need to spend hours at the gym just to keep your body moving. The good news is, you don't have to make drastic changes to feel the benefits. Simple actions like taking a short walk during breaks, doing a few stretches when you stand up from your desk, or spending just 10 minutes on a light yoga session can make a noticeable difference. Experts recommend avoiding electronic devices for at least 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. Instead of endlessly scrolling through social media late at night, try reading a book, journaling, or meditating, habits that help your brain slow down and prepare for deep, restful sleep. Want to take your sleep quality to the next level? Turn your bedroom into a phone-free zone. Invest in a traditional alarm clock. Keep your phone out of reach, and instead, spend time on activities that help your mind unwind and transition into a peaceful night's rest. Lack of gratitude is the fastest path to an unhappy life. When you only focus on what you don't have, you will always feel like something is missing, constantly chasing after things that seem out of reach while overlooking the value of what's already in front of you. But gratitude doesn't require miracles or major life changes. It can be as simple as having a friend who listens without judgment, a safe home to return to after a long day, a warm cup of tea on a chilly morning, or a nourishing meal. These small things, which often go unnoticed, are actually the most important. Yet sometimes, we are too busy to realize it. And those are the toxic habits that are quietly draining your energy and leaving you feeling exhausted every day. But trust me, once you start eliminating even just one of these habits, you'll notice a whole difference. Life will feel lighter, calmer, and you'll have more space to enjoy the things that truly matter. Remember, you don't have to change everything overnight. Just take one small step each day, and you'll gradually regain balance and joy in your life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your loved ones. I'd also love to hear from you. How many of these habits have you found yourself stuck in, and are you ready to let them go? Drop a comment below, and let's share this journey of change together.